Hey, great to have you. Welcome. It is the Joe Pag Show for a Tuesday, talking about the Tulsa, Oklahoma police shooting. Terrence Crutcher was the man's name. He is now dead, shot and killed by a police officer. And before we get angry police officers, first of all, those of you who have been listening to the show for a long time know how much I support the police. It's beyond even explanation. But you also know that I'm for equal justice, for equal opportunity. I'm for equal treatment of everybody. And I don't know what was going through the police officer's head when she pulled the trigger. I don't know what made her do that. I don't know. I can only report to you what I saw in the video. We have video evidence of what was going on. Look, we have video evidence of Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge. And I still to this day believe the police felt their lives were in danger as he was reaching in his pocket where there was a gun. I am more than willing to tell you that the police are doing a job where they fear they're not going to come home to their families tonight. I get that. But it doesn't mean it's okay to shoot people who aren't posing any threat. So I must assume, Carrie, is this a good assumption? I must assume the police officer felt she was threatened somehow.
I would think that'd be a good assumption to have.
Because I don't know anybody who says, I think I'll just shoot this guy today.
Yeah.
I don't think any police officer, none that I know, go to work thinking, I'm going to shoot somebody today. Hopefully it'll be a black man. I don't think that's what they're doing. In fact, I know that's not what they're doing. But for some reason, he's not alive. She's on administrative leave. And now, did you say that, what did the family ask for Al Sharpton to go there now? Is that what's happening?
Yes, he's reportedly headed to Tulsa. I guess Sharpton had interviewed Crutcher's father today on his radio show, and he has asked for Al Sharpton to be there.
And allegedly he said, please, Reverend Sharpton, and I don't revere Al Sharpton, he's just Al Sharpton to me. Please, Reverend Sharpton, come to Tulsa to ensure we get justice. Did I read that right?
Yes, to help secure justice on behalf of his son.
Okay. Can somebody tell me when Al Sharpton ever secured justice? Because he goes there because the cameras will be there and the lights will be bright. And maybe he can get some publicity or some extra fame out of it. It's very, very odd that anybody would ask Al Sharpton for help, especially with Al Sharpton's racist background. Let me go to the phone lines here and see what you think about all this. It's going to be Dean in St. Paul, Minnesota. Dean, thanks for waiting. What's going on?
Hey, so earlier you said that you felt that there would for sure be justice in this situation if there was wrongdoing proven. But I feel like that's not necessarily the case, given today the example of the police putting 107 bullets in a truck not matching a description and injuring
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. If you're going to bring up stories that I don't know, Dean. If you're going to bring up stories that Dean. If you're going to bring up stories, Dean. If you're going to bring up stories that I don't know about, I can't help you. Did you have a comment on this?
Yeah, I don't think police will be brought to justice if wrongdoing was involved.
Okay, I hear you, and I appreciate the phone call. Well, the guy who killed Walter Scott is going to stand trial for first-degree murder. We know that's going to happen. Police officers have several times, many times, been brought up on charges. But, Carrie, how can I possibly comment on a story the guy's bringing up if I don't know about the story? Do you know about this story?
Well, you can't. I don't. Not offhand, I don't.
Well, I'm going to call that guy and show him that police suck. I mean, I guess that's what his intention was, and it doesn't help anything if you've got some story that you cherry-picked and decided to tell me, well, they shot up a truck to 107 times, and you got no backing. You're not giving me your source. The one thing that I'll always do is I'll always give you the source. Carrie, my news anchor, read you the actual news story. So you deciding that you're going to pick something out of the air and throw it against the wall and see what I think, I can't tell you what I think if I don't know about it. I mean, that's the kind of radio I do. That's why I won a bunch of journalism awards, because I actually knew what I was talking about before I reported on the story. Let me go back to it. It's going to be James in Springfield, Missouri. Hi, James. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Living the dream, my friend.
I appreciate you taking my call. I'm just like you, Joe, as far as my beliefs and how I was raised.
Yeah.
Let me say, I grew up in Springfield, Missouri. I moved to Tulsa in 1978 to attend Tulsa University.
Okay.
I had never heard the N-word said until I moved to Tulsa, where I heard it frequently. Now, I'm not saying the town's racist. I'm not saying that. I will tell you, the place where that guy is shot, North Tulsa, is black. It's the highest density of black people. It's very high crime. Here's my thought about the officer. Of course she felt threatened. But if you live in white Tulsa and the only part of the black community you ever see are criminals, and the helicopter guy, and this is what he said, Joe, he said, he looks like a bad dude. That's
Right.
quote from, and he looks like a bad dude. Now, oddly enough, the officer's husband was on the helicopter.
I gotta run here, but I think that you brought up an incredible point that I'm going to expand upon when we come back next hour. On radio, Eric Trump, bottom of next hour. TV, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.